Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We truly appreciate that. As we do every week, we'll go through here and say hello to everybody that's in the chat right now. It says 0.
Uh-oh. It says 6 o'clock. It says waiting for Iron Evans.
I just went live. Don't tell me I messed something up again.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Yes,
remember to say
I'm
hello to all these people
We
and say
will.
hi to
As soon as he
firefighter,
gets-
Wicked Digger, David Alfonsetti, Silver Assassin.
4-7.
What?
It says scheduled for 6 here, but then when you go here, it says scheduled for 7.
I don't know. We'll go through. Okay. Let's go through and say hello to everybody. I don't know. It was showing nobody in here when I knew there was people in here. Thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight. We truly appreciate it. This is like 3 lives in a row that something has happened. Hello, Terry. Hello, David. Hello, Miss Mary. How are you, dear? It's good to see you.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Just Be Cool, Don.
Hi, Jay.
Hello, firefighter. Clark's Cove Detecting. Wicked Digger, my brother. How are you doing?
Yeah, those people.
Mr. Silver Assassin Brian, how are you, brother? Hello, Jay. Hello, Miss Charlie.
Which
That
one
looks
do we need?
about it
I
right
just was
now.
pulling up and make
Okay.
sure. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
We're going to bring our special guest up, and we want to thank them for being here.
Hi, Angie.
Hi, Angie and Rick. Oh, I just messed that up somewhere.
There we go.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone. David Alfonsetti.
Rachel.
Andrew, firefighter, detecting, country seat adventures, Jersey Ray Diggs,
Wicked Digger.
Casey Jones, the
Just be
second.
cool.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Casey. Yeah, Casey's attempting to stay cool.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, where I work, it's kind of brutal. I work in a big factory, and I'm off on one little part of it, and the people in the factory's got air conditioning, which
Mary, quite contrary.
helps, them. It's probably 10 to 15 degrees cooler in the plant than it is over where I'm at. And those people come over and they're like, "Oh my God, it's hot over here." I said, "Yeah, it's pretty warm." How you doing tonight, Terry? Always good to be a part of these. Yeah, we appreciate you being in here. Hello, Treasure Coast.
Hey, Treasure Coast.
Hello, everybody.
Miss Charlie.
Terry needs a wrench.
Well, I've got to get my phone on
Okay.
and get on
Angie
there.
and Rick, Family Adventures. Hello.
Make that happen. We do want to thank Robert and Melissa for coming up tonight. We
Well,
haven't
thank
done
you for having us.
Thank you all for having us, man.
it in quite some time.
Yeah.
And if you're not subscribed to Clark's Cove,
We
you need to go subscribe. They find some really cool stuff.
kind of been out of the loop for a bit. But yep.
Yeah, I understand that, taking the time away. We do miss you guys being live, but I completely understand all that.
Well, we was talking maybe this winter when we're frozen. we might throw in some live streams from time to time.
Rachel, what?
I was going to say, Rachel, we hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I hope your shoulder's healing up.
Absolutely.
But I was going to, you guys use the Garretts, which you guys are really deadly with those machines. There's a new Garrett out, and I forget what it is. Have you heard anything about that? Have you tried that? Know anybody?
You're talking about the Vortex. Beard, we as a channel, I don't care what you use.
We don't either.
And we are happy with what we have. Most of the new detectors that's coming out are just mock-ups of what people already have because they have one extra feature. Everyone's running out and buying them. And we don't toot our own horns. We're not professionals, like some people like to pronounce themselves as professionals.
Right.
We're happy with what we're finding with our machines. So I think we're probably,
as of right now,
we're just going to stick with what we got.
But we've been watching
we watch, it's I'm glad to see them coming out with something kind of different, a little different. I don't know how I feel about the straight shaft on it.
Oh.
I wonder if Tri-Valley's talking about you,
or beer.
since you're the one
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
So,
Melissa, it's not us. We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my little Apex. I have no complaints with it. People complain because you can't submerge it. I don't water hunt, so I don't.
Yeah.
It's no big deal to me. I'm not going to nitpick that stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, as of right now, we're just going to kick along with what we've got and take it from there.
Yeah. About my AT Pro, I love it.
Yeah.
The only thing,
It's a
now
little
I
heavy.
have to say, the only thing, Jersey Ray, we know who the professional is because it does
That's
take
right.
batteries. It does get, after about 4 hours, I'm like, Robert, I'm going to have to hang it up or take a break or do something. So
Yeah.
he says, why don't you use my Apex and let me start using your AT Pro? And I'm like, I'm used to the AT Pro.
Yep.
My learning curve gets
Yeah,
bigger and bigger as I get older and older.
She don't
Yeah.
know
So
that.
I'm comfortable with it. And me adapting to change is,
When I see me, I don't see a lot of difference between the AT Pro and my Apex. I can hunt just as good with either one of them. I mean, honestly. Shoot, I can take that little Ace 200 out, and shoot, I can find goodies with it.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just being persistent and
That's right.
keeping your head down and the coil moving.
Yeah, that's what we always say. We don't care what detector you use, as long as you're finding stuff and having fun. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yes.
I didn't know if you had heard any news
That's
about
right, too.
that new one, or just like when I was
Not
using the
anyone
Box
else.
800, she told me I couldn't go because I could tell her what everything was. Because a lot of people buy a detector and they go out once in a while. If we could go out 7 days a week, we'd go out 7 days a week.
Pretty excited for them actually about the Garrett. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it'd been a while since Garrett had put stuff out. And these
Yeah.
other companies, I mean, I like Mind Lab. I'm not
That's right, Rachel.
an affiliate for Mind Lab, but they don't give me no breaks. But I just like the tones of it. But
Yeah.
when we first tried to start detecting, we bought 2 detectors at an auction.
And they were already old.
They were old detectors, and I think they were both Fishers.
And you had to dial the.
And we tried
I
and
was
tried,
lost on
and
that.
we couldn't.
Completely lost.
We found a penny here or there, but we just couldn't figure them out. Hi, Clay.
Hey, Clay.
So when we got our first detector, the only place close that sells them, there's an actual place that sells detectors, not like a warehouse or something. We went in there and I said, I need an idiot-proof ICAT
Hey, Kat.
detector that I can turn on and go. And he had a few in there, and he told us the Mind Lab 540. What is it called? Vanquish.
Yeah.
He said that's about as idiot-proof as it gets. He said you just turn it on and you go. So we got that, and we used that for a while. And we would take turns with the detector. And then she's like, I don't like how you detect. And I'm like, well, I don't like how you detect. So I bought a Knox 800. And as far as the water, we're kind of like you. We're not going to be out. Now,
In a lot.
we might get in a little bit, the coil in the water. The only reason I wanted a waterproof detector was if I'm detecting the edge of the water and I should accidentally drop it in the water. Yeah, and that's the only reason, because I'm not going to be taking it underwater. I don't care if they say it's waterproof. I'm still not taking it under the water.
Our first pinpointer, the first time I submerged it, and it was the AT Carrot, the all-terrain. It was gone.
Hi, Jody.
Double bubble and toil and trouble, and it never worked again. But of course, they had me a new one within 3 days. They had me a new one, and I said, I'll never submerge it again. And I don't. Really.
We have both put our carrots underwater. There's a little creek by a permission I got, and we were detecting in the water, which was maybe 6 inches deep. And we did use our pinpointers under the water there, and it didn't hurt them, but it seemed like for a week or so, they did act just a little bit different. I'm like, it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
I think if we started doing a little bit of detecting in the water, I would go get one of those. I'm not sure who puts them out there. Yeah, I know they're yellow, and they have the little coil, and they're basically like a pinpointer. And I forget what they're actually, but I think I would go invest in one of those if I was to start doing anything. But I don't foresee Bob and Melissa
I don't see
doing
it.
anything like that.
No.
Yeah. I know she's not, because Melissa's afraid of the water. So, yeah. Well, she ain't afraid of it. She don't know how to swim.
I was getting ready to say he needs to
I'll
rephrase
that.
because I have to take a bath from time to time.
Oh, is that what you call that?
Yeah.
When you down there in the creek?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering what you did when you got down there and splashed around.
Yeah.
That's your baby.
Use my bar of ivory because it floats.
Well, something else floats too.
Hi, Jessica. So in this house, if you ever want to not lose anything, don't bring it in here and put it down. Well, I can find my nose. It's just I can put something in one spot and then it just
AJ don't play. Jessica Varnell.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
But yeah, I think I'd get one of those if we was to start that stuff.
I was going to show you our water detector, and the lady that said I can't find my nose still hasn't found it.
I'm looking for it.
Well, I didn't even look at it. He said we got one of those secondhand this spring. It was new in the box. Got it for a steal. That's awesome, T.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Great.
So I'll have a video coming out in a while. Mainly Dirt Fishing Rob, back when he was doing lives, had giveaways. And I won a pulse dive.
Yeah, the pulse dive.
Rob. So the other day it was like 98 degrees. We're out detecting, and we took it with us because there's a creek by this one place we go. So I bought a snorkel. I had my waterproof case for my GoPro. In the video, you'll show the area that I'm going to go. I put it in the case and it turned on, so I turned it back off. Well, unknowing to me, at some point it turned itself back on. So I turned it on to go underwater, and for an hour and a half, I'm under there with the detector, and I did find some stuff under the water with it. Hi, Danny boy. I know it was on the table. I think I found a quarter and 3 pennies, and then a little bit of trash. But I was having so much fun. Then I get home, and then I realized it had turned itself back on. And when I hit the button, I turned it off. So this is what I won from Rob, and this is what you're talking about.
Yes, that's what I'm
that is
talking
it.
about. Yeah, the pulse dive.
Yep.
This one shows yellow, but it's not yellow. It's black.
Excuse me. Okay.
Hey, Danny boy. Talisha.
And you can take this end off, and it's got another end in here that you can put on.
And use it as a pinpointer.
Use it for a pinpointer.
Yeah. I like that little setup. That's really, really nice. I've always admired that little setup. I've told Melissa I wouldn't mind having one if we ever water hunted like that. We'd get something like that. But like I said, I don't really foresee it. So, but they're still nice. Those are very nice.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
The adventure awaits us.
You never know.
Never know.
But yeah, that's really a cool little detector. It's not going to tell you what you're finding. It's just going to let you know there's something there.
Yep.
And I was after a target. And when I stood up in the water, it was up to my neck. So by the time, and there's a current, by the time I would get down there and take our scoop and move it, I'd have to come back up for air. I kept floating up. So Risha's trying to shove me under. And I'm trying to come back up and get air. And I said, "You're trying to collect on insurance policy or what?"
Yeah.
Like, "I'm trying to help you. I'll get a rock and put on the back of your head." I said, "Yeah, that's a lot of Yeah, it's fun just to mess around with. I'm going to do another video, probably just underwater, if I can figure out how to keep from floating up. Usually I sink, but this time, I don't know if it was the shorts I had on that had so many pockets that they had air and it kept pulling me up or what. But
oh, man. Win that Nemo thing, Beard. Yeah. Shoot, we'll set you up. I'll send you a piece of old water hose and some goggles I found from out at the beach area. Put you some balloons on the end of that hose. That'll keep it floating.
yeah, well, it's got the little breather piece, and if it goes underwater and you try to breathe in, it shuts off automatically.
Okay.
But it's not very long, so if I'm going down 4 foot of water, it's going underwater with me.
Yeah.
Mary said she's up for adoption whenever Risha gets the insurance money.
Oh, shoot. Just be cool. There's all the thumbs up. Yes, hit them thumbs up, guys.
Yes, please hit those thumbs up.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. But if you guys haven't watched Robert and Melissa's last video, you need to watch and see what Melissa found.
What did you find?
Well,
have I watched that video?
You have watched that video. And
I know I found 28 nickels, 10 dimes, and a penny in one spill.
Yes, you
And
did.
That was a crazy nickel spill.
Yeah, the drug she found, that neighborhood we were in, it's a nice neighborhood, but there's a couple of houses that's really kind of swanky, and it was right out in front of that house, right next to the curb. Sad thing was, there's all kinds of little kids' toys laying around, and we didn't have a phone with us, and so a young lady was coming out of her house, and I said, "Will you call 911 for me? We found a baggie of drugs." So she calls 911, and they're just like, "Oh, well, just toss it somewhere. No big, like it was no big deal." And I'm like, "I'm supposed to toss this somewhere, Okay, that's real good." So I put it in my bag, and then when we was doing the wrap up, here's an officer goes right by us. So I jump out there in the street, and I'm hollering and I'm waving, and he just kept right on going. I don't know how he did not see me, but oh well. So then when we pulled off and was going down the street, I seen an officer. I pulled up to him. I said, "Do you have a few minutes? I need to give you some." He pulled over. I give him our card, told him where we were at, what we had been doing, give him that, and he was very nice young man, and told us, he said, "Let me tell you guys something." He goes, "I appreciate you doing this. We appreciate that you're all citizens like that." He said, "But if you all would have got pulled over," he said, "if I would have pulled you over and you had that, even though your story," he said, "I would have been arresting you for possession with intent."
distribution.
He said, right off the bat.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you that. He said, "But we appreciate you all doing this." I said, "Well, you can look up the 911 call where the young lady called 911 about it just about an hour ago, if you need to clarify that we did call this in." So that was an experience. It was something different. We have found needles before laying, but never a powdery substance in a little baggie like that. So, and who knows what it was.
Hey, Zed.
Honestly, I didn't want to know what it was.
No.
So,
Hi, Zed. We were in Wisconsin, and I can't remember if it was last year or year before. Year before, I believe. And there's this one place that was an old train track, but they made it a walk for pedestrians. And we were magnet fishing there, and that place was just, there was like 8 or 10 of us, and we're pulling stuff in almost every throw. It was just crazy. And we were pulled up a couple of these little things, and they were railroad detonators. And what they would do, like when the weather was real foggy or something, they would put that on the track. So when the train hit it, it would explode, basically pop. So the people at the train station knew the train was close because they couldn't see it.
Oh,
So
okay.
Clay called, and a young officer showed up, and he said, "It's yours, just keep it." And he's like, "I'm not keeping an explosive." Well, just throw it back in the water.
Oh,
throw it back in the water. Yeah.
And Clay said, "I've never had an officer do that. They always have somebody come and pick it up."
hey,
And
Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. And it was just crazy that he said, "We'll just throw it back in the water or keep it."
Patty. Yeah.
That's wow.
Well, that floored me when 911 operators just like, well, just toss it away somewhere. I'm out here on a curb strip. Where am I supposed to toss it to? But just back down on the ground, let some kid find it and open it up, dump it in their mouth or something, think it's candy, and then they're overdosed. And yeah, I mean,
I've never really had any other than one bad interaction with an officer. When I found that live grenade, there's security that comes and checks that bridge because they have gates they lock. You can still get on the bridge, but you're walking a quarter mile just to get to the bridge, and they'll open the gates at daylight, close them at dark. And right after I found it, he's walking up and he said, "You find anything?" I said, "Yeah, I just found a grenade." So he called whoever he had to call, and we were probably 6-7 miles out of town. In less than a minute, you could hear sirens coming. Now, they didn't waste no time getting there.
Yeah.
But the officer kept accusing me of planning it. I'm like, where in the world am I going to go buy a live World War II grenade to make a video with? It was just insane.
Yeah. It would risk blowing myself up. Yeah.
I've had people say, well, you could have just threw it back in the water and not messed with it. Some little kid pull that up by the pin on a fishing hook and the pin slide out.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be waterproof for I don't know how long because the military would swim across the water or wade in water with those grenades, and they're supposed to be waterproof. So they blew it up. They put another explosive with it and blew it up. But yeah, it's crazy that they would want me to throw that back in the water.
Yeah.
Just people in the comments, not the police.
Right. Yeah. Hey, you never know what people are thinking nowadays, do you?
No, and I have found several firearms at that bridge, and the last one I found there was in pretty good shape. The bridge has been closed 10 years, but I found 2 firearms there that haven't been in the water very long.
Wow.
And the one officer that come out for that one, he's like, "Man, I'd like to just tell you to take it home." He said, "But my sergeant and everybody on the radio knows I came out here after it, so I've got to take it." And then I got a letter saying I could go pick it up. Well, by the time I got off work and would get to where it was at, they were closed. So I never did make it back to get it. But he said, from now on, if you find one that we can't do anything with, if it's too rusty or if the barrel's rusted, he said, just take it. He said, you're not going to be able to use it, and we're not going to be able to do anything with it. We'll just have to dispose of it.
Right.
Yeah, but at that point, even if it had been used in a crime, if they can't get any serial numbers or anything off of it, it ain't going to do them any good. So,
Yeah, the only thing they can do is if the barrel is in good shape, they can put that barrel in a similar firearm and fire it to check the rifle.
Oh, really? Okay.
But if it's rusty and pitted, they can't do that.
Yeah.
But that same day I found that grenade, Risha found the top piece, the one that screwed down in the actual grenade. It still had the explosive piece on it. The piece that would spark to explode the powder inside.
Right. Wow.
Hi, Jim Steele.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim Steele. Good to see you.
Zed, I don't think. I
Have
have built-in flotation devices.
Mary, I think we've had that conversation before.
Never a dull moment with Mary.
Nope, absolutely not.
And anybody that's in here, if you see scrolling across the bottom of the screen, June 21st and 22nd, we're going to have Trash for Cash in Wisconsin. We're not disclosing the exact location at this point, but it's going to be to benefit Shriners Children's Hospital. Clay and Jen's going to be hosting that. Anybody interested, you're all welcome. Everybody's welcome. We're trying to find out about detecting the parks there. We'll have to check the rules and regulations. I mean, we've got to, I know it's going to be warm in June, but the main reason that come up, because we've been doing it towards the end of May, is a lot of people have kids. They want to come to the event. Well, they can't, kids are in school, and if they live in another state, they really can't come to the event because of the kids. And this way, the kids are out of school, and they can come and bring their kids to the event. And I think Father's Day is in June, and there's some other things, so that's how they come up with that date.
Yeah. It's good to see you too, Shannon Dalton.
Yep. June of next year. Yes.
Yep.
Firefighter detecting is saying Wisconsin parks usually don't allow digging.
Yeah, I know. When we've been here lately, we was talking backstage. We've been doing some little weekend excursions around, and we take our detectors with us. And if we spot out a park, of course, I'll get on the. If I have the computer, we'll get on the computer and look up ordinances. And if that don't come up anything, I know when we was up in Marietta, we stopped an officer, and I told him who we were, give him our card, said we'd like to hunt some of the curb strips and parks. He said, "You all have at it, man. Knock yourselves out."
So I normally around here in Missouri, it is legal to metal detect any public property, but the city. Like the city of Springfield, we called there. Yeah, you can detect, you just can't dig.
Yeah.
And then we went to Joplin because they said, yeah, you fill out this paperwork and you detect. So we went over, filled the paperwork out. And it's like, oh, the lady that signs that isn't here. You'll have to come back Monday. I'm like, it's an hour drive for us to come over here. And then we got to read the rules. You can't dig so close to a tree. You can't go to this park. You can't go to that park, which legally in Missouri, you can detect any public property, but they can stop you from digging.
Right.
Now, the city that I found that in, we were all over the parks. In fact, there was a big event, and there was 150 city workers out there setting stuff up for this big event. Officers going by nonstop while we're out there detecting and digging. Nobody would say a word. Every once in a while, one of the city employees, you having any luck? No, we're finding a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, when we was doing the curb strips there in Marietta, residents were out. And of course, we always, you know, what we're doing. If you don't want us hunting in front of your house, of course, they were like, we know we don't own the curb strip. You can hunt there. We can't say anything. In fact, that one lady we talked to said the city actually told them, do not bother the metal detectors. She said that's what
awesome.
they told us. So, but I said, well, if you don't want us, because I see you all take care of your curb strip really nicely. We understand that. We'll go right on by. And she said, if you all would, we'd appreciate it. I said, no problem. You know, it's how you've got to be. You know, you got to respect.
You do.
Well, we were at in a city, I guess about a year ago, parked at the square where the courthouse is, and we were waiting on the daughter to pick the grandson up. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask if I can detect her around the their courthouse here. Reese is like, "You're nuts." I said, "Well, I'm gonna go ask." So me and the little grandson went in, and he come out with the sucker, and I come out with permission to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. See, most courthouses are, unless they're unless they've been a national landmark, your courthouses are public property. So usually go talk to a sheriff, someone like that, let them know what you're going to do. And
some of them are bigger, Rachel.
Oh my gosh, some of them curb strips in Marietta, they're
the size of
they're
a
like
small
a
yard.
yard.
Yeah,
they're like small yards, some of them curb strips up there. It's amazing. And the homes are just rows and rows and blocks of just beautiful homes. I can't explain it. I mean, it's just pretty wild. It's an old town, a lot of history. A big metal detecting town that we found out.
Yeah.
A lot of people metal detect that town. And of course, like us, we always love a good challenge. We love to go back and see if anyone misses anything. And of course, people always miss stuff, and we kind of come along and do the cleanup. So we had some good finds, a couple of interesting things. Melissa, the punk, to cue a phrase from you guys. Oh, I could have killed her that day. I was like, dag nabbit.
You'll hear it in his voice in the video.
I was like, dag nabbit, Melissa. Put me on, hey, definitely make me look like I've never metal detected before.
Oh, I felt so good that day.
She had a great day. You'll all have to wait and see it.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's all you get.
Yeah. All right, Shannon. Well, I know we have a chance of rain here this evening. We had a shower the other day, and it rained pretty good for about 30 minutes. Went out in the driveway, dust. I mean, it soaked it up that fast. But I had called a few cities about detecting in the parks and stuff. I can't remember the name of the town, but the lady on the phone, yeah, you're more than welcome to detect. So Risha and I was detecting. Next thing I know, I look up, here comes an officer walking across the park. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. Said, we don't allow that. I said, well, when I called the city, they said it was fine. Well, who'd you talk to? I said, well, I don't know what her name is. I said, I can go to the truck, get my phone, show you the phone number I called. And he was watching us, and he said, you know, you can't even tell where you guys have been. I said, no, we make sure our plugs are good. It looks just like it did before we got here. He ended up standing there well over an hour talking to us. And he's like, now, right over there, that's a good place. A lot of people picnic right there. He starts, he went from telling us we couldn't do it to showing us where the best spots were.
There you go.
That's great.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my dad and I had detected in this one town. We went to this first park, and I ended up finding an IHP. We found 4 or 5 Wheaties. And then we went to this other park, and we just barely got in the park.
Hi, Brian.
And hi, Brian.
Hi,
So
Shannon.
there's a little tot lot there. So I get out of the truck, and Dad's going down the curb strip. And I said, well, I'm going to head over to the tot lot, I guess. You got the curb strip. Now I'm going to head over this way. Hi, Bear. So he did. So that 20-foot of curb strip, he decided not to do. I got to the end of it, and I found my first barber dime. And he found an 1898 or something IHP. Now, I don't know how much stuff. I mean, we weren't there 10 minutes.
Wow.
And then the next time we went, he said, maybe we ought to stop at the police station and ask him about it. So I asked the officer about detecting that park. Oh, no, we don't allow that at all. Well, we had already been there.
Yeah.
And he said, that's not allowed. And I said, well, from my understanding, the state of Missouri, any public property, you can metal detect. No, that's state property. And I said, well, I'm not going to argue with you. I said, but I'm going to have to disagree. I said, my phone's in the truck. I've got the screenshots of what it says. And he talked a little bit longer. He said, well, how deep are you going to dig? I said, maybe an inch or so, not very deep. Oh, no, I'd have to run you off if you go that deep. But he said, but if you just barely go under the surface, he said, you'll probably be okay. But we didn't go back because he said he'd have to run us off. And hi, Olin. You know, we don't want to, like you, we don't want to cause any problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier just to move on. I know that park, I think it was 1859 when the park itself was made there. There's the old original courthouse is still in that park. But I do want to go back there so bad because what little we detected with the silver and IHPs and the weeds in one little area.
Maybe if you just talk to them and tell them you're just going to bring your hand digger in and you're not bringing a shovel.
Whatever, punk.
I would try.
But I could also call the city, I guess, instead of the officer, which it is a pretty cool park. You can go down inside and there's a spring that comes out of the ground there. And that's where people years ago, when they didn't have wells, would go and get their water for their houses. But we did have a gentleman that gave us permission for his property, and we detected it some. We didn't find anything old. I did find a 1938 dog tag off of a puppy dog. 35. But he was going to show us different places, but the day we went up to detect, he was moving cattle, so he didn't have time. But he's got thousands of acres. And he was telling us that there was an old school on his property. He said it was an old school, then that turned into a house. But he said, I'd have to show you where it's at because you can't just see it anymore. But he said his grandfather had bought that place when he was little. Hi, Auntie Mama.
Hey, Mama's
How are you, beautiful lady?
Hey, Mama's Kitchen. Olin.
If you haven't checked out Auntie Mama, you got to get up early to watch Auntie Mama. And share your coffee with her, but she will bring a smile to your face and brighten your day up. Always got a smile, always upbeat and happy. She is a sweetheart. And maybe the plug-in in the...
No, it's this.
She's trying to get us more light. I don't know that you can make me any prettier.
Oh, I know. You're just beautiful.
Just the way I am. Robert and Melissa took a quick break.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah. Mama gets up when it's still dark out. I get up at 4:30. I have to be at work at 5:30. And usually by the time I get everything unlocked, all the tools out, and everything ready to go, and I get on my phone, I dismissed her by like 5 minutes. But sometimes I get to catch her and say good morning to her.
I don't think I'm.
We'll have to check Auntie Mama's kitchen out.
Auntie Mama's kitchen out because I don't think
In
I'm
fact,
familiar with
let
it.
me write that down.
Well, I'll tell you what I can do real quick is I'll just go right on over there right now
Go right ahead.
and type it in.
But I'm going to write it down.
Oh, I guess you are.
Up at 3:30 and at work by 5.
well.
I did that for 29 years. In fact, there was a lot of times I was at work by 5:30 and I didn't get off till 3:30, 4 o'clock. I mean, I was at work by 4:30 and didn't get off till 3:30, 4 o'clock that day, 6 days a week. I did that for 29 years. Now,
Here it is.
now I work 5:30 to 2, 8 hours a day. And I haven't worked a weekend in 4 years.
Wow.
It took a long time to get used to that because I've worked a whole lot more Saturdays in my life than I've been off.
Yeah.
Auntie Mama just got a new subscriber, and I will go over and check out one of her vids.
Absolutely.
And give her some support. So yes.
Yep. We most certainly will do that.
Yep. Oh
Auntie
yeah.
Mama says you got to get on up and get you a cup.
Yeah.
Firefighter up at 3:30 and work by 5. Yeah, Anthony. I got some good news for you, Andrew. What did I say, Anthony? Oh
Yep.
my gosh! Smack, 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 smack.
Yep, that's just what I was thinking, but I wasn't going to do it.
Got some.
And we're gonna send prayers, Mama, for Uncle Daddy.
Yes.
Now, I'm
Yes,
probably not
prayers,
gonna be up, and I'm off tomorrow, so I probably won't be up early enough to say good morning to you, but you'll
You
be in
never
our
know.
thoughts and prayers, though.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Olin.
Hi, Olin.
Yes, it is good to see Olin Borden.
So,
We've been familiar with that name for a while.
Yeah.
yeah, he's been around for quite a
Yeah.
while. A good supporter. Zed said, I don't work Sundays. That used to be my only day off, but there was a time I worked 7 days a week, 16 hours a day for 5 years.
Wow.
So, is there any chance of seeing Robert and Melissa in June at Trash for Cash?
Well, you know, we can mark it on the calendar.
We will definitely mark it on the calendar. In
because
fact,
we
I'm going to get my book back out. Hey, trust me, I don't use a phone. I use my book and my pen.
So, yeah, we'd love to. We would really love to.
Because that is 2025, and that's what, June 21st?
Yep.
21st,
22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just because the event is June 21st and 22nd, don't mean you can't stay longer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was telling you, Andrew, I have some good news for you. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Missed what the clerk said. Kids being allowed.
Yep. Got some good news for you.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, Mama. You're going to have to get some rest.
Yes.
Oh my God, been up since 2 a.m.
But thank you for coming in and showing love and support.
Appreciate
I don't know
it.
what time I was up this morning. 5.
Better watch Jay.
Oh, thank you, Jay.
Hey, Dispatched. Thank you for coming in.
What she's talking about.
I don't know what Mary's talking about, and I don't think I want to know.
Left hand. I don't know what she's.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I missed something somewhere. So yeah.
Oh my
Hey, just
goodness.
match detecting.
Oh, okay.
You never know with Mary.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, what's going on?
Well, we announced it shortly after the last event, so everybody has a year to get ready.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
everybody has a year to put a couple of bucks back here and there so they're not scrimping for cash to go.
Hey, you'll be surprised how quick that year will go by.
Yes.
It does, yes.
Yeah. It's amazing here. We already starting into July. 4th of July tomorrow.
That's
It's 4th of
unbelievable.
July. That's just amazing. It blows my mind that we're halfway through.
They
this year
dispatched.
already.
That's no good, Rachel.
Yeah.
Hope you get better soon. I know that's got to be a bite. I go the 8th Monday for my testing on my arms and hands, and Dispatch says I am working tomorrow.
Mm.
See what they say about that. And I've started having some trouble with my shoulder. So,
And it's not me.
Melissa said we'll go together and bring some Jersey Appalachian fun.
You and Rachel said. You said Melissa
Yeah,
said.
Rachel.
Yeah. Happy Independence Day to you too, firefighter,
Yeah.
detective, and
Yeah.
everyone. Be
Yes.
safe with your
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Don't lose any phalanges.
Yep.
Keep all your
Yeah.
phalanges.
keep all your digits.
Because you blow these off, you ain't gonna be digging no treasure. That's for
No.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like T says, everyone is welcome. The only stipulation that for this event is nobody starting any trouble. This is to raise money for a charity.
That
You
knocks
know-
Robert
That
out.
knocks me out, man. Now, if I can't cause trouble, then I can't come. You know?
Yeah, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
I mean, aggravating each other is one thing, but if people want to come, if they don't have a magnet, there's going to be people with magnets. If they want to throw a magnet, if you want to just come and hang out and talk, visit. It's just a big, giant family getting together, having a good time. And that's what it's all about. We raise money to help out some needy families that we don't know and that won't ever know us, and that doesn't matter. Like I say, you don't have to. There will be some waffles where we have some stuff for prizes. You're not in any way obligated to donate to any of that. If you can't make it, we'd appreciate it if you pass on the word, just get the word out there. Night Zed, if you haven't watched Zed's place and some of the awesome stuff he creates, he does an amazing job. Maybe we can get Silver Assassin and Wicked Digger and some of those folks show up too. Like I said, we got to delve into the detecting part of it and see if we can get permission to detect the park in the town we're going to be in, the parks. The town we stay in, I counted just the parks I wrote down before we went, there's 12. But
Wow.
there's actually more parks than that in that town.
That's a lot.
And there's surrounding towns with parks that you can detect in. But they will be a ways from the event. But if you can stay more than just the weekend, stay a few days, there's all kinds of things to do. There's things to see. We were in Green Bay the first year we went, but we didn't go see the stadium. We didn't have time. But we seen it from a distance.
Now, I do have a question about that event. Is there hotels closed or camping closed, or is that information yet?
There are hotels in that town. Risha and I will not be staying in that town. We will be staying about an hour and a half away, closer to Clay. And we'll be staying in Fond du Lac is where we'll be staying. That's where Clay and Jen live. And anybody that comes to the event and is staying around the Fond du Lac area, we always go to Clay and Jen's, have a bonfire. Everybody sits around at night and tell stories and just have a good time. There is a place they told us, and I can't remember the name of it. They said it was 15 or 20 minutes away from them where you can camp, and it does have showers and toilets and things like that. So there is camping places.
I ain't camping. She can camp if she wants. I ain't camping. I'll be in the hotel room.
I guess that answers that, don't it, Rachel? He's going to be in the hotel room.
In June, I ain't camping. You're right, Ed.
Yeah, there is a Facebook event page for that, but I don't remember. I don't have the link right offhand for that Facebook page, but it will keep you updated on what's going on. If you have any questions, you can ask on that page, and Clay or Jen can answer those questions.
Awesome.
If I can get off, I'm of course
Awesome.
bringing your bestie jersey, Ray.
You want to do one of those member giveaways?
Yeah,
We may get thrown off here by lightning or something.
here's the Facebook
Yeah.
page. If anybody wants to copy that or screenshot that, or that is for the event.
Excuse
No,
me.
Jay, that's not what I said. We're going to do a couple races for, or I guess 3 races for members to show our appreciation to the members here in just a minute. Looks like Robert's writing stuff down, so I don't want to take that away too fast.
Oh, no, we got that. You go ahead. No.
Thank you, T. So if I can, oh, I forgot I hit us. If I can do this without messing it up, which there's no promise on that either.
That hand is back there where it's supposed to be, Jim. Leave the hand alone, man. Hey.
So what do you want to do it for? 2.
Y'all just need to keep that hand to
Why are
yourself.
you not?
What's it doing? Not letting you.
It's not letting me.
Is it because of that ad?
I don't know.
Maybe not. There you go.
Silver Assassin.
Hey, Silver Assassin. Oh, his phone froze.
Whose phone froze?
Brian, Silver Assassin.
So hopefully y'all can see the screen. I'm going to shuffle the characters 3 times.
Firefighter detecting says, for only being 42 of my years in the military, law enforcement, and fire department, made me realize it's just good to be nice. That's right. Hey, Chris, maybe baby.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
We didn't even show them what they were going to win, but we
That might be a good idea too.
I don't know how to make that bigger without messing something up because these stupid ads keep popping up here.
golly, they're just
We're
everywhere.
gonna run a race, but I ain't gonna tell you what you're gonna win.
Right?
Well, we showed them last week, and
One single Ziploc bag.
yeah,
Hey, those come in handy and they can be reused.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
and since this is for members, you do not have to be present, but we do ask that you get a hold of us within 7 days. If we have your address, it's not an issue, but if we do not,
Yeah.
well, I was going to click on stop seeing this ad, and then it.
Disappeared. Well, now they're out where they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
They're not right over the
But if you're
ducks.
not careful, they'll jump back up. It says
Oh,
running
okay.
slowly, but I know there's a way to get this without all the ads.
I don't know.
I was in a rush to get this up tonight.
What is this from? Oh, it froze. There
It's
it goes.
moving again. But yeah, I can hear thunder out there. So if all of a sudden we get cut off, folks, we do apologize.
Yes.
You'll understand.
Hopefully that rain is coming
Coming
our
our
way
way.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to rain from what I've seen looking at the forecast about all night off and on.
Remind me after this race, I got to go grab the pool floats and put them somewhere because they'll blow away.
We're getting close down to it.
5 seconds. Here comes Greyhound Duo.
It's Greyhound Duo for the
Boom.
win.
Congratulations.
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 And duo.
Hey, NorCal Digger.
Look out, digger.
Hey, NorCal.
What the heck did I just do?
Holy moly. I'm glad I'm not doing all that.
I don't know what I just did.
I don't know.
All the ads. Just
I hope I didn't get rid of that.
Oh, jeez.
It's quite a bit of rain, Jim Steele.
Yeah, we need it badly here. Our
Yes.
ground is like concrete
It's
here.
just horrible.
There.
Oh, by the way, Jim Steele, guess what? This one's for you.
That's hilarious. Oh my
Hi, NorCal. Don't worry, dear Clark, will carry on for you. Stream won't end until you end it, even if.
Hey, maybe adventures.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, maybe adventures. You're welcome, Jim.
Chris, I am bringing more fishing equipment with me next year, and we are going to do some more fishing. But I lost my little race thing up there, so I don't know how I
Oh,
did
geez.
that.
I'll be okay. Don't worry.
I'm not concerned.
Don't be concerned.
So I may be in trouble on the races.
Uh-oh. I'm sure you'll get it figured out. NorCal Digger says it's 100 degrees right now. Oh, my Lord.
Wow. I think it ended up being 96 or 97 here. When I got in my truck, it said 102. When I got down the road, it got down to like 96, I think it was. And the other day I got in it, it said 112. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Holy smokes.
It's definitely more humid today than it was yesterday. Yesterday, it was the sun that was the hot.
So now you can show what you want. What they
Oh, okay.
It was like 70 degrees here the other day. It was the most beautiful day. And then it went straight back to heat the next day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Risha's going to show you kind of what's in the packages.
Greyhound Duo gets a B nickel.
Wow.
Nice.
I think that's Charlie's lost V nickel.
1903. Grandma Kelly poker chip. Kratos magnetic button. What do you call these? A credit card knife that folds out.
Yes.
A gold snuffer. I don't know what you call them. Gramps' grumpy sticker. Ohio River history. Brockton Magnet Fisher.
Hi, Paul.
Swamp Rat Nation. Kratos sticker. And one of the special stickers from
Joker.
last year's event.
Last year's event from Joker.
From Joker. The Rusty Magnets. Tin Man Magnet Fishing. And of course, Iron
Ooh.
Woohoo. That's lots of stickers. You know, people love stickers and doing sticker boards, or I think they still do. I know that always had been a thing, but yeah.
Well, we got 3 sticker boards. We did have them up here.
Yep. I got to.
We took them down for a while. Beard Light gets
Nerf guns.
Nerf guns. He gets rambunctious. He thinks it's fun to run and jump on the couch and
And then the Nerf guns hit the sticker board and it falls.
Yeah.
And
That one there. that's our fourth sticker. That's our fourth
Yeah.
sticker board. And then we have a couple of little ones hanging up here
Yeah.
behind. That's our fourth big one. And
Yeah.
it's still got a few places on it, but it's
Yeah.
getting pretty filled up. So
Yeah.
we love the sticker board, the stickers, and
yeah.
we've got that.
Cool.
Definitely a lot of them, that's for sure.
Hey, Paul Casper. Hey, J. Paul.
Rachel said she has a sticker pack too when she gets back to streaming.
Awesome.
Hi, Jay Paul. So we're not positive if we're going to have a live next Wednesday or not. That'll be when Risha turns 22 next Wednesday.
Wow, 22?
Yeah. Again.
I'm doing the math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than that.
22
Early
times 2.
birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll be 52.
How what?
No,
What did
Yeah.
she say?
she said she would be 52.
Oh,
No,
I was going to say 48, 49.
I was going to say 46, 47.
Well, thank you.
52. Wow. I honestly, no, we thought you were a youngin'.
She is a youngin' compared to me.
Yeah, he's got 10 years on me, so.
Okay.
Well, I had to get somebody to take care of me when I get old.
Now, come on.
You're welcome, Cat.
This old boy here is just going to be out of luck.
Cat's going to be a birthday girl, too.
Yeah.
I'll just strap him in a garbage bag and cut a couple holes in it and send him on his way.
Thank you, Rachel.
Put me out for the,
Good night.
the buzzards.
So, do you have any special plans for your birthday?
Not really.
I asked her if she wanted to do a live and have, several people up, or if she want me to take her out to eat. She says, up to me. It's not my birthday.
Out to eat.
I mean, if we want to go out to eat, we can go out to eat.
Jim Steele thought I was 8.
Food, drinks,
Hey, food is always
relaxation.
good.
Heck yeah, come home, relax, chill.
Probably have a short live and then go eat. I don't know.
Let
Or
her
we
go.
could metal detect and go eat.
It's your birthday, so
I think that's what we did last year on my birthday. Didn't I say I wanted to dig?
yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Steele said, "What? I thought Risha was 18, huh?"
Yeah.
I definitely thought she was younger than 52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good, Kat.
Hibachi.
Hibachi.
Ooh,
Hey,
that
that's a
sounds
good idea. I like that one place. Where is that? In Ozark or Nixa?
Shannon Dalton says, if I ever hear nursing home, I'm going to head to a bank with a gun, 3 hots in the cot the rest of my days.
Hi, Joseph.
No,
Hey, John.
I'm not ending up someone's boyfriend in the shower. Sorry.
That said, you definitely look a lot younger.
Thank you, Kat.
Hi, Jen.
So do you, lady.
Gin show.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, the Jen Show.
So
Hey,
are you
Joseph.
holding up to drink? Yeah, I'm old enough to drink.
Sometimes that's not always a plus.
Right?
She still gets carded.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, they card us from time to
Not
time.
as
From
much as
time to time.
Yeah. Or they throw that, what's your birthday?
Yep.
Real quick. Well,
Mm,
6/17/68. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I can rattle it off just as quick as you can answer it. Ask it.
Hello, beautiful Jen.
Hello.
Not tonight, Joseph. We'll let you up here sometime, buddy.
Yeah. Open mic night. Is that what you call it? Open
Yeah,
mic?
we'll have an open mic night before long.
Yeah.
Take her to Fuji's on South Camel Day.
Yeah, where are my dancers at, Jay and Jen?
I got to tell you, for my birthday, we were in Wisconsin.
68.
I couldn't have had a better birthday because I wanted to find a caltrip, and the little thing I showed, the little Civil War thing they'd throw down to maim the horses and the soldiers if they stepped on them.
Yep.
And Kat and Jody give me an awesome gift. I showed that
Mhm.
a week or two ago.
Yeah.
T give me a gift, and Jen and Jay give a gift that anybody that was there will never forget.
No. It was.
I'll show you two after the live. I can't show it on the live.
Yeah.
I don't know who was laughing harder, me or Kat, but yeah, you hooked me up, all right.
Yes.
It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Never laughs.
I had tears run down my face. I was laughing so hard, and I turned around and I looked at Kat, and I thought she was going to pass out. She was laughing so hard.
Is that one
Don't go to Buffalo Wild Wings. You get carded as a senior. I will never
that just
go
a picture?
to another
Yeah,
Buffalo
that's-
Wild Wings in my life.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe not. I was trying to find a more
Appropriate.
appropriate
Picture.
picture I could show, but there's none.
Yeah, we'll show you guys after the live, and you will laugh. It just come plumb out of left field. Oh, you can show them that if you want.
Okay.
Well, she had to film me while we were up there. If I can get this thing to. Why am I having so much trouble?
Because you're a punk. This is him riding on Jen's new.
Okay. Motorized tricycle.
Oh, that looks like fun.
It is. His beard just blowing in the wind.
That looked like fun, definitely.
Yeah.
The cats that I still have.
My neon light stick.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
trying to read that. Plus, then I bounced up to what Jen was saying. It's not Risha B-Day for a dance. What are you doing now?
It will be for Wednesday,
Yeah.
Jim
so
Steele.
y'all got to come down here for Wednesday. Yeah.
He's not going to answer at Jim Steele.
You say.
I don't know.
A striptease.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Laugh it up.
If we can pull off a second race, we'll pull it off real fast. You want to show them before we
Okay.
try to do the race?
Okay.
This is what you might win if I can get
If you can figure it out.
ding ding. Morning, brother. How are you doing, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
Dave, there's the date for next year. Hopefully you and Ray can make it.
Yes. Okay, this winner will get a buffalo nickel. Whoa. I can't remember what the date is or if you can even see it. Nope. Well, yeah. Partially, but I'm too blind. A gold snuffer. Little squeeze tube. A black diamond button.
Got one of those.
A Kratos keychain.
Hey, Sonic.
A what I call it, credit card knife that folds out. You'll get a Madtown magnet fishing sticker. A J Don't Play sticker. Tin Man magnet fishing. Citizens magnet fishing. Iron Antler Adventures.
I'm familiar with those.
The Rusty Magnets. Arky Treasure Hogs. Gramps is Grumpy. Swamp Rat Nation. And another one of the special Joker
Free.
Hey, Brumfree.
first. Okay.
Hey, Brun Free.
Now we'll see if we can run it so somebody can win it.
And while I'm thinking of it real quick, if you're looking for any merch, hats, shirts, keychains, just anything, get a hold of Miss Jen. She does awesome work.
Diggity.
I'm wearing one, and I got this one. She does some incredible work. If you want a hat with your logo, or if you want one with somebody else's logo, preferably Iron Antler Adventures, get a hold of Jen because she does some incredible work. Let me see if I can pull this off.
Hey, Cape Cod.
So we're going to race again. Shuffle. Hi, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
Go ahead and shuffle if it's going to. There we go. And good luck, everybody.
Yes,
Play
good
this.
luck, everyone.
This is for our members. If you're not in here, we'll give you 7 days to get a hold of us. If we got your address, we'll send it out. But if we do not have your address, we will need it.
I've run free.
And it's trying to freeze up.
It is because of we're getting our rain now.
So you decided you're going detecting and
Maybe.
up the.
If we do a live, we can do it like a pop-up.
Well, Rachel said she'll do a live,
Oh.
so all these people have a place to go.
Oh,
We're
that's
not gonna do
fine.
one.
Yeah, she can. That'd be great.
So yes, go check out Jersey Ray Diggs if you have not already subscribed. Why haven't you? And she will be doing a live next Wednesday. I think she starts at
Sounds good.
6:30 Central Time, if I remember correctly.
51
All right.
seconds and we're pros. Come on. There we
Come
go.
on, ducks.
Come on, duckies.
We bought this computer, and it's one of the fastest ones out there, but our
internet is horrible.
It's
horrible.
Not
They've
good.
been out here so many times.
We understand about internet woes, definitely.
Yep. When you live out in the middle of nowhere, that does that.
Yep, it happens.
Well, it froze again.
There it goes.
Unfreeze for the last 16 seconds.
Yeah.
We may just do 2 tonight with the way it's acting up.
Yeah. And then we can do the other one next one.
Looks like Just Be Cool's coming flying up. Oh, it's going to be.
Ours is with our phone provider.
Well, I think it's going to be Just Be Cool, but it froze.
Oh, yeah.
and it says 0, and it still has just be cool.
Just be cool, Don.
Don,
Congratulations.
congratulations, buddy. I don't know if you're still in here or not, Don. If you are,
You don't have to be present when you're a member. So.
Starlink is the best investment we've made. That's what we're hearing.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of positive things about
Yeah.
Starlink.
We have too.
I've heard though it's a little on the pricey side, but we don't know. We've not checked
also
into it.
heard that they'll come out and evaluate where your location is and base it on your location and how much you pay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
is that like a monthly bill or is it a?
No, I have no
I
clue.
can't say because we've not
We'll
looked into
find
it yet.
out.
Yeah, because ours is through our phone provider. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
way ours is.
we still got a house phone. Plus, we have our cell phones.
Jen, that's amazing.
Landline.
Awesome. Jen said we've already raised $50 for Trash for
That
Cash
is
for 2025.
awesome. Good deal.
Also, I wanted to mention, speaking of Trash for Cash, as soon as Mr. Ohio River History Shane gets us the Cash App link, he will be our banker this year
Yes.
and next year. So he will be handling all of that for us. We do appreciate Shane for doing that. He's an awesome guy.
Nate said he thinks Starlink is monthly. Okay.
But cheaper than what we got now.
Yeah.
So we need to contact them at some point.
Just for our household. And thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
Just for our house phone and our internet. It's insane what we pay.
Yeah. And we don't use the house phone.
No. It's only for the internet.
Hi, Loretta.
Hey, Loretta.
Hey, Loretta.
I'm going to go ahead and try to get rid of that
Okay.
Duck.
Maybe.
race because it's making the computer
It
drag.
may be your banner too. Which sucks.
There we go.
That's better. We appreciate it, Rachel. Thank you. Don't worry about upgrading. Angie and Rick, ours costs $120 a month, $700 to get the equipment in first month. Well, if it was good service and you didn't have issues, that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Because we pay more than that for the crap that we have.
Yeah, we do. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of Clay and Jen's daughters makes these roses and they do a really good job.
Oh, okay.
And they're selling those to raise money for the event for next year.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Angie and Rick. Yeah, tight budget. Yeah. Wow. Jay said she canceled her basic cable today. Only have internet and my bill went down $200. That's good.
Well, when I retire, we're probably going to get rid of our satellite.
We have Netflix and Hulu and no, not Hulu. Netflix. What are the other ones? Amazon. Because of Brittany, she's got all these subscriptions, and she's like, just use.
Angie and Rick. Yep, we know all about Frontier.
Yeah, too. We have a.
Yeah.
The only thing I like, Robert Melissa Pros, about the satellite is on occasion I get to watch the Outdoor Channel because I like watching that. There's some different things they cook and different things they go after that I enjoy watching. Yeah, if you don't mind getting my root beer out of the door, I would appreciate that. But they'll be back in a minute. Nate, we're thinking about, I didn't get a hold of Benny, but we're thinking about maybe going live around noon Central Time, magnet fishing. That's true, Dave. It's always good news when you don't have to pay a bill. Yeah, they probably shouldn't have. Thank
Oh,
you.
I gotta get the plugs.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
I did too.
But Clay and Jen set the goal for 6,000 for the event next year. We're hoping we can go above and beyond that. After the live,
Where are you?
digging holes and time to keep swinging and hunting. Cool to catch up with y'all. All right, Brun Free, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Good luck swinging and hope you find some really cool stuff. You can actually upload videos and do lives from the house now. It is, Chris. Yeah, we're going to have to check into that. I had a voicemail from my dad on my old phone, and unfortunately it didn't update. I lost it. On my landline, I had saved for my mom when I cut cable. I lost it. Sorry to hear that, Rachel. That's awesome that you could save the one from the birthday. Yeah, that's another thing about doing these videos that I do. When I can get my dad in there, you know, I wish I'd have been doing it when my mom was around because she'd have been right in the middle of all of this. She'd have loved every bit of it. She'd have loved all of you guys, and you would have loved her. Hi, Swifty. She was just a sweetheart. And so this way, you know, in years to come, I can look back and see the times, things we did with my dad, stuff he found, and also the grandkids, great-grandkids, great-great-grandkids, if they want to see what Pawpaw Beard was doing, you know, they can go back and watch it. He's doing pretty good, Shannon. Just as ornery as he ever was. Hello.
We start talking about Frontier and they cut us off.
Yeah, Rachel, my mom, I'm a bit of a jokester, and that's where I get it was from my mom. She loved to laugh and make people laugh. She was just a special lady. Lost her way too soon, but my dad, he's more of a serious person, you know. He'll joke every once in a while, but that's where I got my sense of humor from my mom. Yeah.
Yep, that's what happened.
Hey, good night, Andrew.
Good night, Andrew.
I don't know what. Yes. Rigged. Hello. That's what everybody calls Twifty, is rigged. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my. Oh, that's way too young, Rachel. My mom was 77, and all of her siblings were up in their upper 80s, early 90s.
Jay, don't play.
Good night, Jay. Thanks for coming in. And that's what my dad always tells me. If your mom was still alive, you wouldn't have to advertise your channel because everybody would know she'd be telling everybody about it. She would too. Whenever she passed away when they had the visitation and the funeral. I don't know how many police cars they had to have to direct traffic. There was so many people there.
Yes, Angie, we ride ATVs around that area.
Yeah.
That we do.
So what's you guys' next big adventure?
Oh. Big adventure.
Big adventure.
I can't say we have a.
Right now, other than what we have planned for our anniversary, we're not really planning anything. We're just doing.
Yeah, we're just spur of the moment.
Right now, we're
things on
just
the
kind of
weekends.
spur of the moment doing things. This
Oh.
weekend, it is the 4th. We haven't decided yet.
The heat.
The heat plays
Yeah.
a big factor. Just really haven't decided it. It'd be on a whim. We might end up getting the side by side out and taking off and go run through the creeks for a while.
Yeah.
Or
Thank
you just
Ken.
never. We're not really. Like I said, we don't really make any plans. We're just kind of just doing. Like
Yeah.
when we went to the Ark encounter, I was like,
This was on a Friday.
I was like, let's do something tomorrow. And she's like, well, what do you want to do? So I got the computer out and I had been thinking about it. And so I pulled the information up, find out where it was at exactly, how far. And I said, let's go see Noah's Ark up in, what is that? Williamstown,
Kentucky.
It's 4 hours, 3.5 hours, 4 hour drive for us.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of been doing things like that, just spur of the moment.
Yeah.
But really, right now, our next big adventure is the riverboat.
Yeah. Which is
thing, which
the
is
end of
still a
September.
couple of months off.
Yeah.
But hoping for some rain so we can get out and do some metal detecting.
I know our little neighbor, every time we go past, she's running out.
Yeah.
Bob, Melissa,
Yeah.
where you all going?
Yeah.
Are you all going somewhere fun?
Yeah, she's wanting to go side by siding with us. So I guess that's going to be the next.
Dirk Claude said, I would love to go to the Ark and Creation Museum.
We didn't go to the museum.
We didn't go to the museum, just the Ark.
Let me tell you, the Ark alone, truly, you'd need a couple of days pass to go and walk through that thing and see every little bit that's in there, and then get to enjoy the other little attractions that they have. We did they had a virtual reality.
Oh.
And if any of you all have done virtual reality, or if you haven't, we've never experienced a virtual reality.
I don't want to again,
never put on the headset. And, oh my God, I love that. That was the most wildest thing, because we were like, I don't know how many feet up in the air, and you're looking down and everything is so detailed, and I'm going, Melissa, look down, and she's like, no, I can't do it.
I glanced real quickly and I felt my chest getting heavy, and I said, oh no.
And of course, they have you in a chair that moves.
Yeah.
And you'll feel puffs of air and
back
wind.
your neck and your face.
There was one spot where we were flying, and I felt my heart start speeding up, because I thought I'm flying I swear I was flying.
Never flew before.
And I've never flown in an airplane or anything before. But I swear to God, I thought I was flying. It was the most craziest thing I'd ever, because, we're not into, video games or any of that stuff. But I told her, I said, I could sit and do that all day.
That's crazy. It's 9 hours and 17 minutes from us to there.
It is worth it. But now I tell you, you've got to have on good shoes.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking.
And don't go when it's hot.
Anyone out there, if you ever get a chance to go to that Noah's Ark thing, whether you believe in that stuff or not, I mean, just go see it. And it will blow your mind. Just the size of it, and it's just awesome. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, it is worth it.
And our hope
they have in their playground, if it's hot and you're sitting there, they've got misters where water will mist you while you're sitting.
Where you can sit and it's mist. That was awesome. little pricey on some things.
Food.
But you get that with
Places
things
like
today,
that. Yeah.
amusement parks,
Yeah.
attractions. But all in all, a really good experience. They had an awesome ice cream shop, and that was awesome ice cream.
Yeah.
Definitely. Food was good. I got a little pizza that was really really good pizza. Definitely.
You drive there and you park, and then they have buses
They
to
bus you.
bus you over to the Ark.
Yeah. It's a
That
big
would be-
area.
I remember seeing that with like videos when they were building it. And I've always wanted to see that.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
hope is to get rid of the camper we got and get a smaller one when I retire, so we can pull it, come up by you guys, go up, see Brockton, Wicked Digger, all that, and just kind of travel around to different camping areas and close to people that we know and get to spend time with everybody.
Right.
That's our hope. But the money thing, that's going to be the next issue. I could retire and make Risha work, and I could go travel while she's working.
Hey, Northern Bound.
Oh, you found
Pal, appreciate you coming in tonight.
County
We
seat.
have a place here close to us. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not. It's called Silver Dollar City. And it's like one of the top attractions in the world. It's got a giant cave that you go down in this big old cave. I don't remember now. It takes probably over an hour to go through this cave. And then when you come out, they got this tram type thing. And when you go up this real steep incline and you keep hearing these things click as you're going up. And what it is these metal bars going over these railroad ties. So if the cable were to break, they would bury into the railroad ties and keep you from going back down the hill.
Wow.
But if you go through the cave, that's the only way back out.
Yeah. Now I don't know if it's still, because this has been back when I was a kid, but me and my mom and dad was on vacation up in the eastern panhandle of the country. And I don't know, Mount Washington, I'm not sure exactly what state Mount Washington is in, but you can drive to the top of Mount Washington. At least you used to be able to. And when you get up there, they had a little train that would take you out over the landscape. And when it takes off, it's going down a grade, and it's actually running backwards as it's going down the hill, so it doesn't take off. And I'm like, I'm not getting on that thing. That thing is sketchy. I was probably, I don't know, 14, 15 years old at that time. And it's like Mount Washington is like the highest elevation in the northern part of the country up in that area. It's in, I don't know if it's in what's New Hampshire, Pennsylvania. I don't know what state. It's been so long ago.
No clue.
I can't remember, but people can look it up on, they can Google it and look it up. But that's definitely an adventure to go on up that mountain.
Anything with heights.
Once you get up there and you could feel the thinning air, where the air was just a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
But yeah, that train ride that they had up there, I'm like, hey, it ain't no way. That thing's running backwards going downhill. And I'm like, people all want it. Yeah, they can have at it. But just not me. Going up the arch was free the first time. So it's so cool. Okay.
You talk about the St. Louis Arch, I guess.
I've only been by that thing.
I went to it when I was a teenager, but it was closed, so I didn't get to go in it. But I can't remember exactly where it is here by us. They call it the Natural Arch, and they've got it fenced off where you can't go in there now because it was a natural rock formation like an arch. And there's a big hole on this side. It's like 25 foot down. And then the other side's 150 foot down.
It's cool.
And when I was a kid, I went with my dad, and we went and walked over it. But there had been too many people fall, and of course they passed away. So they fixed it where nobody could go over it anymore.
My My wife was the southern speaking gal from the kettle corn stands at Silver Dollar City back in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
I had an uncle that
daughter's
worked.
been a few times. It's beautiful. Yep.
I had an uncle that worked at Silver Dollar City for several years. He was a basket weaver, and he would get these. I think they were oak, just like a 1/2 inch wide, an inch wide, and a lot of them were 6-8 inches tall, like a board. And he
Hey,
would
Grandma Kelly.
shoot each piece of that off of there, and then he would weave the basket. Hi, Grandma Kelly. I got some around here, but I think they're all full of stuff that he made
I love baskets.
back in the day. Yeah, I wanted to go in at T, but when I went, I was 16 and it was closed. And I haven't been back. Of course, I'm not a big fan of St. Louis myself anyway. Out of all the towns and big towns or cities I've drove in, that's the one I like the least. Mr. Mosby doesn't bother him, but I'm just not a fan of St. Louis.
I've only been by it one time, and that was it.
We go by it when we go to Wisconsin. We see it going and coming back. I'd still like to go down there and go in it, but
Hey, Ed.
Hey, Ed.
hi,
Hey,
Ed.
Donnie Wilson.
Hi, Donnie. Hey, Risha, Donnie Wilson's in here. First time for Donnie Wilson. Thank you for coming in, Donnie. Yeah, that town's getting kind of dangerous. It has been kind of dangerous. I'm an old country folk person, kind of like y'all, and our town, the population is not quite 700 people. And we live on the outskirts. We got like a half-mile private drive, and right now you can't see another house from our house. When the leaves are off, you can see one about a mile away. And that's what I'm used to. That's where I grew up. When I get in these big cities, that's thousands and thousands of people, I'm like, I'm just not comfortable here.
Don't feel comfortable.
No.
Well,
Even my hometown of Huntington, which we're 30 minutes from Huntington.
35, yeah.
Here in the past week, there has been I don't know how many shootings. And Huntington's not a very big town, a city. I mean, it's not. It's not. But there's in the past week I don't know how many shootings and deaths there's been, and I'm like, that's sad, And half of them don't even live in, they're from Detroit, they're from New York,
yeah,
they're from Chicago, and so yeah.
I know who the Fisher is, Donnie, but I haven't met the Fisher yet.
Cities give me panic attacks.
yeah.
We only have 3.35 million. No way.
Shoo.
Yeah, well, at 3.35 million.
No.
3.35 million.
No, going to Walmart is a chore for me.
Yeah. Yeah, the parking lot's crowded. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I grew up in the country. That's all I've known, driving back roads and all that. And then I get in these big cities, and I'm just like, no, this isn't my kind of place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huntington has gone downhill. Only thing they care about is the university. Yeah, right now that's all it is, man.
It's the
At
university.
university, they're down there remodeling that Howard Greer Boulevard. As far as I'm concerned, it looks like crap. They're bragging about how good it looks, but
Anyway.
anyway, yeah.
Well, even
We
the
don't-
city of
We don't do it.
Springfield, I don't know. There's what 400,000 or 500,000 live in Springfield, probably something like that. And Charlie said she grew up in a town of less than 200 people. You know, years ago you go up there and it wasn't too bad, but now it's crazy up there. Well, growing up in this town, there was probably 400 people, 369,000 in Springfield. But the town I grew up in, where we live now, there might have been 300 or 400 people when I was a kid. We had the largest graduating class one year, and it was 32 kids.
I don't remember what they said.
Now I don't think they have one bigger than that. And then we got up to 900 and some. This guy had brought a bunch of trailers in, and a bunch of Hispanics moved up here, so the population shot up, and they lived there for several years. Then the government come in and found out he didn't put the proper septic in. In fact, he didn't put any septic in like he was supposed to. So they forced him to shut all that down, so the population dropped back down to around 700.
Springfield is the largest population.
I'm not sure what our town population is, but
Not really, no.
it's very small.
Yeah. I ain't even going to guess.
I'm not even gonna guess,
I won't even throw a number out there. So, but it's not big.
No.
It's plenty enough. If there's one in town, it's more than it's more than enough. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, 3,000 would be plenty. I think Aurora probably has 2,600 people, something like that. Well, you don't have to Google everything I say. She's going to check. Hi, Dirt Devil. Didn't see you come in.
Yeah.
Maybe less than that.
I love to get out and go different places, but boy, am I glad to head home too.
Yeah, no place like home.
So the town next to us has 7,000 people, 7,600 people. And it's 5 miles away. We got one 12 miles away that's similar in size, maybe 5,000 to 6,000. And the one I work in is probably 7,000 to 8,000. But they're not, they're all spread out. It's not like a big high rises or anything like that.
You know what Verona is?
Verona was 600.
It's 526.
Oh, I guess we downsize. 526 people in this big town I live in.
Wow.
And we do have First, Second, and Third Street, though.
We do have a stoplight. We just got a laundromat.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah,
14.
like 67,000 people in the one in the Fond du Lac. We don't have we do have a little one stop that's got gas and stuff. But we did have a Mexican store where you could go and buy stuff. And then they also had a restaurant off to the side, but they shut it down. 9,000 people where I work.
We have 1,441 people
in the town of
in our town.
Yeah.
almost 3 times bigger than mine. Giant town. 59,000 with 40 plus roundabouts where Jody lives. Yeah, that's insane.
Oh my
We
goodness.
got 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Street, and they go for 5 blocks. And then we have a couple streets cut up the other way. One of them actually goes up 2 blocks and over a block. So there's actually, just 2 rows of houses there.
Yeah.
Hi, Talca, but it's a small
Hey,
town.
Talca.
I used to walk to town when I was a kid. Hi, Queen Ninja.
Hey, Queen Ninja. Spread out in the hills of our town.
1,537 spread out in the hills of our town. Buenas noches. Well, Miss Risha, all of a sudden, she's not feeling good. Her stomach's starting to bother her.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
We had shrimp right before the live, and she thinks it's a shrimp.
Got to watch the shrimp
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah.
You should have just let me have all the shrimp.
Yeah.
52,123 people. Yeah, that's just not for me. There's people that love living in the city. I'm not one of those people.
No.
Drop me off in the middle of the woods somewhere, and I'm happy.
You'd be happy to
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
city person. Although I lived in Huntington for a while and went to college, but hey, that's not my lifestyle.
No, Dave said there's 750,000 where he lives.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, we plan on going to the UK sometime. We're hoping next year. Unless I win the lottery, then we'll go over this year. But that's like Ray. He said they live in a small town of 1 million people. I said, what do you mean a small town of 1 million people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think we'll cut this short because we've been on here for 1 hour and 46 minutes, so it's been a good
Oh my
ride.
goodness.
Yeah.
Well, we do want to thank you for coming up. We really appreciate it. We do miss you guys.
We appreciate you guys having us.
Yep.
We hope someday to get out that way and visit you guys.
Well, we'll mark this event and
Yep.
we'll start right now. We'll try to plan on being there. We'll keep in touch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a year. It gives us a year. So yeah.
To save
Like I
those
said,
dollars.
Yeah, you don't have to just say, okay, I'm coming for the weekend. If you want to stay 4 or 5 days, a month, however long you want to stay.
Oh Lord, a month. I don't think you can handle it.
Yeah. We could
Oh,
do
yeah.
that time of year anyways. It's
Happy 4th of
Yeah.
July to you folks too.
yes, everyone
We
be safe.
spent 2 weeks there this year. And when we first got there, we're like, 2 weeks. And after a day or two, we're like, man, we're only here for 2 weeks. Then 2 weeks is up. Like, it's not long enough. It's never long enough. So we were discussing, we got to figure out how long we're staying next year and when we're going, when we're coming home. I don't know if we'll go a week before the event and stay a week after, or if we'll go show up the weekend of the event, stay 2 weeks after, or stay 2 weeks before, or 3 weeks, or whatever. If we get a little camper like we want, which would save a lot of money on a hotel, we might stay longer than that. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel said, get to feeling better.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I think she's having an interaction with that shrimp, but also her and Beard Light has been spending multiple hours out there in that pool. And I think that heat's getting to her too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. That would do it.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, we've had a blast tonight.
Yes, we've
Guys.
enjoyed it. It's been It's been a while. ain't
Yeah,
it?
like I said, this winter, if we're stuck in and don't have anything to do, we're able to throw some live streams out there.
Yeah.
And say hello to everyone. Let everyone know
One
we're
or two here and there.
still kicking.
Angie said that's why they love car camping. I used to just have a little camper on the back of my truck, and that was fine. And as I got older, it's a lot harder to get up. Then you got to climb out of there to get dressed. And it's just not as fun for me as it used to be. My grandma Kelly. But yeah, if you two will hang on for a minute after, I'll have
Sure,
her
we will.
bring up that video that I couldn't play so she can show. We love you all. Thank you all for joining us, putting up with our silliness, supporting us. We just can't thank you enough for all that. Everybody have a happy and safe 4th of July. Enjoy
We'll be
time
looking for you, Angie and Rick.
family and friends,
Go there often.
and make sure you still have all your digits that you started 4th of July with.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a plus.
And eat lots of foods.
You take
Hamburgers,
care,
hot dogs,
Janet.
French fries.
Good night, Dave. Ding, ding. Much love, everybody. We'll see you. We're not going to have a live next week. We'll see you the week after. So make sure you go check out Jersey Rays Digs live next Wednesday night, I think 6:30. Love y'all.